Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is day 28, is it? Oh wow, yeah, it is. Last day of the month. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think. I think I don't have much to say today. It's the weekend, so hope everyone's having or had a great weekend and having a good rest of the week, and also just had a good month. Maybe I know there's a lot of crazy stuff going on, and as I always say, try to do what you can. Okay, and today's problem is, excuse me, 228 summary ranges. So you're given a sorted unique integer array nums. Return the small sorters that cover all the numbers in the array exactly. That is each number is okay. So basically you have okay. And all the numbers can be, so you can use like a boolean array, for example, and they're already sorted for you. So I mean, I think this is pretty straightforward. You just have to be really careful, I think, about and they even kind of hint at how to do it, right? Which is just go at ranges, and I think there shouldn't be that much thing to it. I think it's just so this is an implementation problem, and the thing to think about is just implementing in a way that is less error prone, right? Because you can certainly do this with a for loop and like, I don't know, 20 if, or maybe not 20 maybe is an exaggeration, but you could do this with like 5 if statements and they'll probably be fine and be good, right? And the experience, and I don't know if I can do it to be honest, is try to do this in a way such that you don't have to do it with that many things. So that's basically the thing that I would say. Okay. So then the way that I would write it was maybe nums is something big. So maybe I do something like just add a sentinel value of what I would say infinity, something like that. And then now I can do something like n is equal to length of nums, and then for I in range of, I guess technically I'll do this after the thing because I think that makes slightly more sense. Maybe because then now we can compare. How do we want to do it? So there are 2 ways you can do it, right? One is compare to the previous element, and another way is just doing compare to the next element. And then basically we will know, and you try to find out properties, and the property that I'm trying to figure out is that if num sub I plus 1, they're unique, right? Okay, they're unique, is not equal to num plus I plus 1, that means that, what does that mean, right? That means that num sub I, num sub I is an endpoint, right? So then now that's pretty much it. So then if this is an endpoint, then maybe you just have an endpoint is equal to, or like is equal to num sub I. Of course, you need a starting point. Then start point is equal to num sub I plus 1. Well, this is after we process it. I think it's a little bit. I'm trying to think whether I couldn't do this without. I guess that's it, right? Start point of is equal to num sub 0. This assumes that the length is at least 1, so we have to kind of add an if statement here, which is fine, maybe. You just have to remember it. Then return just an empty array, I think is probably good. But yeah, in this case, we now have an answer array. This is already getting a little bit yucky, to be honest, but it is what it is. And then we want to check, the one numbers case. So if endpoint, I don't know, and then we just reset this. I mean, this is not strictly necessary, but that's, I like doing it so that I don't have to worry about weird states with respect to if I have to modify something new, then like if I make change, I mean, for this problem it's probably fine, but if I make changes to the code, resetting it will means that I don't have to worry about an extra thing in my mind. Be like, oh, is this changed with this new thing? Now I just know that for every loop, this is like part of the invariant that happens, right? So anyway, so if endpoint is equal to start point, then we just append what you call it, right? Start point. Else we append the start point to endpoint, right? And I think that should be good. Maybe. We'll see. Because we're always looking at the +1, we actually don't process this number, so I think that'll be okay. So this looks good for this. Is that all the examples? I guess so. Am I confident about this? I think this covers a lot of the cases, like the inputs, the example inputs. So having the example input covering all the cases means, well, or at least in my mind, means that I probably don't have to do anything else. So let's give it a submit. Yeah. Hopefully I didn't. I think 0 case is the weird one. And didn't. Oh, I missed the prompt. But yeah. So what is the complexity of this? After we get the AC, this is going to be linear time, as you know, and of course constant space, because we don't really keep anything except for start point and end point. And I think one thing that could have cleaned this up a little bit is set this to none, just to be explicit. But otherwise, it's still going to be all of 1. And of course, we did append here, so if you really want to reset everything, you could do something like, a pop, right? Just to remove it. But otherwise, it's still the same logic. So linear time, constant space, and that's why for this one. Remember, you can also do this for similar problems, because I think this is an easier problem than you could have gotten. But another one could be like, okay, you have like a variation of this where this is not sorted or something like that, and you try and generate these, maybe not this particular output, but these kind of sweep, it's very sweep liney. So definitely, go through the cases and try to figure out how you would do it. Cool. I think that's what I have for this one. It's the end of the month, so congratulate yourself if you did it all 28 days with me. I appreciate that. It's been a rough 28 days, right? Just like, I think this whole year has been kind of rough and weird and everything. So I don't know. But that said, yeah, stay good, stay healthy, to good mental health. Let's do March together. Let's do all the problems together, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.